Hi kids, and welcome to Chapter 2, Lesson 4. You take a look at this. This is what you're going to be doing today. You're going to be making percents greater than 100, and you're also going to be making percents less than 1%. So today you're going to be generating equivalent forms of fractions, decimals, and percents. And the big idea is that percents greater than 100 or less than 1 can also be written as decimals or as fractions. Let's begin. Let's start with the first example. So we're going to create percent, and we're going to make them into decimals and fractions. Our first example is 0.2%. And the directions say write as a fraction in simplest form. Yesterday, you learned how to make a decimal into a fraction, correct? Well, just because it's not a decimal does not mean it is a decimal. It's a percent. Okay? You can have 0.2%. So we're going to first do our first step, which is to move the decimal 2 places away from percent sign. Remember yesterday, if you didn't want a percent sign, you're like, oh, I don't want percent. The percent's at the end, right? Now we always move it 2 places. So I'm going to take this example, 0.2%, and I'm going to move the decimal 1, 2, and in that wiggly, I'm going to put a 0. So it should look like this. Right? When I read this, this is the 10th spot, 100th spot, 1000th spot. So when I read this, it should be 2 thousandths. And the thousandths is what my denominator will be. Following? Good so far? Good. So I did the first step. Now I'm going to move to the second step, which is to simplify your fractions. And like I said, you're always going to simplify fractions. Even number on top, even number on bottom, you can always divide it by what? 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. And 1,000 divided by 2, or half of 1,000 is 500. Well, I have a 1 as a numerator. I know, Jose, it's here. I cannot go any lower. Right? Okay. Let's try another example. Let's go to B. Oops, I need to put a percent sign. B says 170%. I'm going to put this example a little bit higher so we can make sure we can see it. Make sure that was the correct number. Yeah, it is. 170%. First step, I move the decimal 2 places away from percent sign because I need a decimal. So I put the decimal at the end. I go 1, 2, boom. I have my decimal. When I read this, it should be 1 and 7/10 because there's 0 hundredths. So remember, the decimal kind of breaks it apart. In front of the decimal are the whole number. Those are whole 1. And this other piece here is now 70 hundredths. So I can go ahead and put 70 hundredths. And it wants you to now simplify your 70 hundredths. Now, but the thing is, on this one, let me take a look, make sure it's the right one that I'm doing. There it is. When you go to simplify, there's a trick. I want you to remember this trick because it's easy and it's great to know. When you have a 0 at the end, you can always cancel them out. So I have a 0 here and I have a 0 here. I can cancel this 0 with this 0. Does that make sense? You can't cancel within. It has to be from the top to the bottom. So then I have 1 and 7/10. And I cannot simplify that anymore because 7/10, there's no GCF there, right? No common factor. And there is my answer. This percent, 170%, would be 1 and 7/10. Okay? We're going to now look at mixed numbers and decimals as percents. Now the other way. Now you're going to have this, and they want you to make it into a percent. They want you to be able to go percent to this, fraction, mixed number, or mixed number to percent. So both ways. Let's start off with 1 and 1/4. They want you to make that into a percent. So let's look at the example here. It says multiply bottom and add the top To create an improper fraction, I need it in fraction form. So multiply bottom, add the top. A little solve for you. 1 times 4 is 4. Hold that number in your head. 4 plus 1 is what? 5. Keep the denominator the same. And then I'm going to go to step 2. Either create an equivalent fraction with a denominator that equals 100, or I can just divide. Whatever your heart fancies. Let's say you go, oh, 4. I love 4 because I know that I can multiply 4 by what to get 100?
25.
Yeah, if I multiply by 25, I am golden. I've got my 100. I do the same thing with 5 times 25. I heard it?
125.
125. That means that this would be 125%. What if you don't like that? I don't like doing that. Then you could do, what do you do? Divide. You're like, I don't like doing that. That's hard for me. All right, then just simply go, I'm going to divide. I'm going to go 4, top dog goes in the house. 4 goes into 5. But you still need to keep going because you have a decimal here. So you put a 0. 4 goes into 50. Oh, sorry, I need to subtract. 4 goes into 10. Oops, sorry. 4 goes into 10, sorry.
2 times.
Thank you. Oh, I have a remainder. I have to keep on trucking until I get a 0 or it starts to repeat. When you have a decimal, you have to keep on trucking. 4 goes into 20.
5.
Okay, this is a decimal. I need a percent. If I want a percent, I move it 2 places toward the percent sign. And the percent sign is always at the end. I have 125%. Same answer. Either you find the equivalent fraction by getting 100. If you don't like that way, just divide. You'll get the same answer, but you kind of remember to move the decimal 2 places to get a percent. Does that make sense? Let's try one more, and your last one. I have a mixed number. They want me to make it into a percent. I need to make this into fraction form and just put it all together into fraction form. I have 2 9/10. I'm going to multiply bottom, add the top. 2 times 10 is 20, and 20 times 9 is 180. Keep your denominator the same. Oh, I have zeros. I can cancel those out. I love it when I have those zeros, because then it just looks like this, right? And I should be able to divide that. Wait a minute. What can I can get equivalent fraction. What do you do? To get 100 at the bottom of here. Kids? What can I multiply this by to get 100?
10. Well,
Oh, wait.
yeah, I think.
Sorry.
You're supposed to
Yeah, you don't. Ah! Sorry. That's what happens when you wake up too early. 2 times 10 is
20.
and 20 plus 9 is 29. I don't know why I did that. I don't know.
2 plus 9 is 20.
Sounded like a good idea. Why not do that, right? Why not make up stuff? Okay, so then I could do equivalent fraction. What do? I can multiply 10 by what? By 10, I get 100. And what I do to the bottom, I do to the top, I get 290.
So it's 290%.
Yeah, 290%, and we are good to go. What if I don't want to do this? What could I do?
Divide.
Just divide. Top down, it'll be the same answer. Good? Yeah. We're golden. All right, go ahead, stop that.